Yo, my dude. So, on this subject of it's all perfect, which honestly feels like one of the foundational frequencies of the whole Solok thing, I think I'm still in repetition phase with this one myself. Because this isn't just some clever idea to understand intellectually. It feels more like a living practice, a perspective, a frequency to keep returning to. My twin brother Frank is a high school math teacher, and years ago he shared something with me that really stuck. First there's exposure, then there's repetition, and finally ownership, light bulbs, and confidence. And dude, I admit it. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes life gets heavy and I lose the feeling. So I need to hear this stuff again and again from different angles. Not because I'm failing, but because deep truths seem to settle into us gradually. So I'm coming back around once again, simply to say, take it further, my dude.
Yo, my dude. Okay, let's drift into this one slowly. Because honestly, man, the more we go into it, the less I think perfection means everything going according to plan. And the more I think perfection might mean everything belonging somehow. Even the weird shit, even the mistakes, even the heartbreak, even the confusion, especially the confusion sometimes. Because dude, have you ever noticed some of the moments that later became the most meaningful in your life felt completely wrong while they were happening? Yo, that's wild when you think about it. A breakup, a failure, a missed opportunity, a wrong turn, a delay, a loss. And in the moment you're sitting there like, what the fuck is happening right now? But then, years later, you look backward and suddenly you realize, holy shit, that changed everything. That's the kind of stuff that makes me wonder, my dude. Because maybe life is way less linear than we think. Maybe consciousness itself is weaving together experiences in ways our little surface minds can't fully see yet. And dude, I'm not saying every painful thing suddenly becomes easy. Nah, some shit still hurts, some grief stays grief, some losses remain sacred scars. But even then, there can still be meaning moving underneath it. Movement, transformation, unexpected openings. Yo, that's why I keep coming back to this phrase, it's all perfect. Not because everything is pleasant, not because suffering is fun, not because life is always fair, but because somehow, even the chaos becomes compost. Even the breakdowns feed something. Even the storms water the field. That's deep, man. And honestly, nature already works this way constantly. Dead leaves feed the soil. Forest fires clear space for new growth. Winter strips everything bare. And somehow, spring still returns like, yo, my dude, we're not done yet. Life keeps moving. And maybe perfection isn't frozen flawlessness. Maybe perfection is aliveness itself. Movement, improvisation, evolution. Yo, that feels way more believable to me than this rigid fantasy people carry around, where perfection means never messing up. Fuck that, dude. Some of the best moments in music happen because of mistakes. A missed note becomes a new melody. A weird pedal setting creates a whole new sound. A broken amp suddenly has character. Yo, the Grateful Dead built an entire universe around that shit. Imperfection becoming atmosphere, mistakes becoming texture, unexpectedness becoming magic. And honestly, human beings work that way too. The cracks let the light in. The weirdness becomes personality. The detours become wisdom. And dude, sometimes I think suffering itself softens people into greater depth. Not automatically, but potentially. Pain can make people bitter, or it can make them more compassionate, more understanding, more awake. And honestly, my dude, the people who've been through some shit often radiate a different kind of warmth. Not surface positivity, not fake spiritual glitter. Real depth, real softness, real humanity. Because they know life is fragile. And somehow, that realization can actually make existence feel more precious instead of less. Yo, that's another paradox right there. The temporary nature of life might actually be part of what makes it beautiful. A sunset matters because it fades. Music matters because it ends. Moments matter because they pass. Damn, dude, that's beautiful when you really sit with it. And maybe perfection has something to do with fully participating anyway. Not controlling every outcome, but showing up, listening, feeling, creating, loving, trying again, laughing again, opening again. Yo, yo, yo. Maybe the perfection is hidden inside the participation itself. Solok.
Yeah, man, I'm digging this. Keep going. Take it further, brother.
Dude, here's another thing that keeps blowing my mind lately. Human beings are constantly trying to arrive somewhere psychologically. Like there's this feeling of, okay, once I fix myself enough, then I'll finally relax. Yo, my dude, people do this shit their whole lives. I'll be okay when, I'll be peaceful when, I'll be worthy when, I'll be complete when. And dude, there's nothing wrong with growth. Growth is beautiful. Expansion is beautiful. Healing is beautiful. But sometimes, the constant search for arrival keeps people from noticing. They're already standing inside a miracle. Like right now. Breathing, feeling, experiencing, listening to music, looking at clouds, holding someone's hand, laughing at dumb shit in a parking lot. Yo, that stuff matters. And honestly, I think modern life hypnotizes people into overlooking the ordinary sacredness of being alive. Everything becomes achievement, optimization, comparison, performance. But existence itself is already fucking incredible. Like, dude, what are we even? Seriously, floating consciousness on a giant spinning rock, inside infinite space, having emotional experiences, while tiny electrical storms happen inside our brains, and somehow we can hear music and cry because of it. Yo, that's insane. And somehow, people wake up and go, oh, Monday. Nah, man. This whole thing is weird and beautiful. And honestly, my dude, I think perfection starts becoming visible the second you stop demanding that reality match your fantasy exactly. Because fantasies are rigid. Life isn't. Life breathes. Life wiggles. Life improvises. Again, very musical. Yo, a lot of people are trying to conduct existence like an orchestra, when maybe life is actually a jazz jam. You don't control every note. You participate. You listen. You respond. Sometimes you lead. Sometimes you follow. Sometimes the whole damn thing falls apart for a second. And then, somehow, the groove returns. That's life, man. And dude, one thing I've really started trusting is this. What feels like a disaster in one chapter can become the doorway to another chapter entirely. Not always immediately. Sometimes years later. But still. And honestly, when you start noticing that pattern repeatedly, faith changes. It stops being blind belief and starts becoming recognition. Like, damn, life has surprised me before. That matters. Because hopelessness says nothing new can emerge. But life keeps proving otherwise. New love emerges. New music emerges. New friendships emerge. New understanding emerges. New versions of ourselves emerge. Yo, even after heartbreak, even after failure, even after loss, especially after loss sometimes. Because dude, human beings are unbelievably regenerative. Not perfectly, not instantly, not cleanly, but deeply. That's why I think the phrase, "it's all perfect," isn't about passive acceptance. It's about trust in the larger unfolding. Trust that life can still create meaning from broken pieces. Yo, that's sacred as hell, honestly. And man, music teaches this too. Tension resolving, dissonance becoming beauty, darkness making light feel richer, silence making sound feel deeper. Everything lives in relationship. That's another thing people forget. Nothing exists alone. Pain teaches joy. Joy teaches gratitude. Gratitude teaches presence. Presence teaches wonder. Wonder reopens imagination. Yo, yo, yo. It's all connected, my dude. And honestly, sometimes the deepest peace comes not from figuring everything out, but from relaxing enough to participate in the mystery again. Not domination, participation. That word keeps returning tonight. Participation. Because maybe consciousness itself wants to dance with life, not conquer it. And dude, when people become too rigid, they stop dancing. They stop listening. They stop wandering. They stop playing. That's why creativity matters so much. Creativity reopens movement. Even doodling matters. Even gardening matters. Even fixing motorcycles matters. Even cooking dinner matters. Anything done with presence can reconnect people to flow. And flow changes everything. Because in flow, the separation between me and life starts softening a little. Yo, that's where the magic sneaks in. Solok.
Hell yeah. Keep going, my dude. Keep on going.
Okay, why not? Let's keep rolling away the dew. Honestly, my dude, sometimes I think perfection is hidden inside the fact that none of us fully know what the hell is going on. Seriously, everybody's pretending they understand existence completely. But underneath all the certainty, most people are just wandering around trying to make meaning. And dude, there's something deeply human about that. We tell stories, we make songs, we fall in love, we build things, we pray, we question, we search. Because something inside consciousness seems driven toward meaning, toward connection, toward understanding. And honestly, I think that search itself may be part of the perfection too. Not arriving, searching. Because searching keeps the heart moving. The second people think they've completely captured truth, they usually stop listening. But wonder stays open. Wonder is one of the most spiritually healthy states there is, honestly. Not naivety. Wonder. The ability to still look at existence and whisper, damn, that matters. And dude, I think that's why music affects people so deeply sometimes. Because music bypasses the arguing mind. You can't fully explain why certain melodies hit your soul. They just do. A single chord change can suddenly make somebody remember an entire season of life. That's mystical as fuck when you really think about it. Sound waves moving through air, somehow unlocking emotion, memory, longing, love, grief, hope. How the hell does that even work? And honestly, my dude, maybe part of wisdom is realizing we don't have to fully solve the mystery in order to appreciate it. Maybe appreciation itself opens doors that endless analysis sometimes can't. Because human beings often spend so much energy chasing certainty, control, and final answers that they forget how to simply participate in the experience of being alive. And maybe there's another way of relating to existence. Through presence, gratitude, wonder, curiosity, and participation. Not giving up on understanding, but softening the need to dominate the mystery completely. Because sometimes the deepest moments arrive, not when consciousness conquers life, but when it relaxes enough to dance with it. Because dude, there's a threshold where life stops feeling like a problem to solve and starts feeling more like an experience to enter fully, not recklessly, not blindly, but openly. And honestly, that openness changes perception itself. Suddenly synchronicities appear more often. Creative ideas appear more often. Meaning appears more often. Beauty appears more often. Not necessarily because the universe changed, but because receptivity changed. That's huge. Because what we notice shapes reality emotionally. A bitter mind finds bitterness everywhere. A fearful mind finds danger everywhere. A grateful mind finds gifts everywhere. And dude, I really think gratitude is one of the great amplifiers of consciousness. Not fake gratitude, not spiritual performance, real appreciation. Like, holy shit, I get to be here. Even with the pain, even with uncertainty, even with mortality. Because somehow, existence is still astonishing. And honestly, my dude, maybe perfection isn't the absence of brokenness. Maybe perfection is the unbelievable fact that beauty keeps emerging anyway. Flowers through concrete, music through suffering, love through heartbreak, laughter through grief, hope through exhaustion. Life keeps creating. That's the miracle. And maybe the deeper invitation isn't be flawless. Maybe it's stay available, available to wonder, available to creativity, available to love, available to surprise, available to transformation, because the universe seems very interested in transformation. Nothing stays static for long. Everything moves, everything evolves, everything drifts. And dude, maybe that's why trying to freeze life into certainty creates so much suffering. Because existence itself is improvisational. Again, very musical, very jazzy, very, let's see where this goes. And honestly, some of the most beautiful moments in life happen when people stop trying to force the dance and finally relax enough to let themselves be moved by it. Yo, my dude, maybe that's the perfection. Not rigid control, not flawless outcomes, but the mysterious, beautiful dance itself. And somehow, against all odds, we get to participate in it. That's pretty fucking amazing, honestly. So look,